An investigation is now underway after an employee at Goodwill Easter Seals is accused of leaving a woman with a developmental disability alone in a hot car.
A member of her family reached out to 2 News Investigates with her concern. Natalie Tyndall is asking how this could happen.
Last Tuesday, the temperature with humidity was in the 90s in Beavercreek. That was the day Michelle Ford says her aunt, who has Down syndrome, was left in a van with the windows up for nearly an hour. Michelle Ford says what started out as a typical day for her 56-year-old Aunt Peggy last Tuesday turned into a nightmare.
She could have died.
Peggy was being transported to and from a community outing by Beavercreek Adult Day Services, a program run by Goodwill Easter Seals. The participants in the van were taken inside, but Peggy, who has severe Down syndrome, was left behind.
She couldn't undo her seatbelt. She couldn't yell for help. She couldn't open the door. So she just sat there till somebody realized she was in there.
Ford says Peggy was found more than 50 minutes later in the hot van. She says all Beavercreek Adult Day Services did was give Peggy water and sent her home. Ford took her to the ER, where she says doctors told her Peggy had heat exposure. She was given fluids and has since recovered, but Ford is still not happy.
So what do you hope happens out of this?
I hope it never happens again. And I think that somebody needs to be accountable other than just one person.
We took her concerns to Goodwill Easter Seals.
How are you going to make sure that this never happens again?
Well, we're definitely taking this incident very seriously. We have policies in place and procedures and guidelines and regulations that we follow as best as we can. And our staff is trained on a regular basis to ensure that these things don't happen.
Spokesperson Kim Bramlag admits employees are supposed to make sure every participant is accounted for. She says the employee responsible did not do that. They have since put that employee on unpaid administrative leave pending an investigation. She says the community should know this has not happened before.
Should they be worried?
No. Definitely. We are, very high standards organization. We're paying attention to all of these things. It was an unfortunate accident caused by one of our employees.
Now, Ford filed a complaint with the Beavercreek Police Department, and they're investigating the incident. So is Goodwill. We'll let you know what happens. Natalie Tyndall, 2 News, investigates.